My stepmother donated my late mother's belongings while I was at college. My dad remarried Linda 2 years after my mom died of cancer when I was 17. I tried to be accepting because I wanted my dad to be happy, but Linda always seemed uncomfortable whenever my mom was mentioned or when I wanted to talk about memories. Before leaving for college, I carefully packed all of my mother's jewelry, photos, and personal items in labeled boxes and stored them in my bedroom closet. These weren't just random objects, they were all I had left of her. Her wedding ring, the necklace she wore to my high school graduation, photo albums from my childhood, her favorite books with notes in the margins. Linda would make comments about how I needed to move forward and stop dwelling on the past. She'd get visibly uncomfortable when my dad and I would look through old photos together, and she started redecorating the house to remove any traces of my mother's style. When I came home for winter break, I immediately noticed that my room looked different. The walls had been repainted, and there was new furniture. When I opened my closet to get some of my mom's things to look through, all the boxes were gone. I ran downstairs and asked Linda where my mother's belongings were. She calmly told me that she donated everything to charity while I was away. She said I was hoarding things that served no purpose and that college students don't need to hold on to childhood clutter. She acted like she'd done me a favor by helping me let go. When my dad came home, I was crying and demanding that he make Linda tell me which charity so I could try to get the items back. But he just stood there looking uncomfortable. Linda told him that she thought I would be grateful that she cleaned up my mess and helped me transition to adulthood. My dad didn't defend me or demand that Linda get my mom's things back. He said maybe it was time for me to focus on making new memories instead of holding on to old ones. He chose his new wife over his dead wife's memory and his own daughter's feelings. I spent the entire break driving to thrift stores and charity shops, but I never found any of my mother's belongings. Her ring, her photos, her handwritten recipe cards, everything was gone forever. I felt like I'd lost my mother all over again. The worst part is that Linda seems proud of what she did. She keeps making comments about how much cleaner and more organized the house looks now. She doesn't understand that she didn't just throw away objects, she threw away the last physical connections I had to my mother. Follow for updates on how I'm dealing with this loss. Comment your stepfamily experiences. Share if you've dealt with grief complications.